Got a problem? Got a need? Is your mind in confusion? Got something to fix? Looking for a solution?
Go then get up and go Technobusters.
Gotta find what we need. Gotta go investigate it. Think it out. Go design. Get ready to create it.
Go then get up and go Technobusters.
Check it in. Check it over. Try it out. Go to test. If the problem is solved, this solution is best.
Go then get up and go Technobusters.
Well, I'm Zanzi and welcome to the workshop. Yep, this is the show where we use technology to solve problems. Now, Technobusters, we investigate the need, we then design a solution. After designing a solution, we make the product. And of course, we evaluate if it is good enough. And you know what? Don't forget about this. We talk you through every step of the way, guys, and we don't stop. So I know it sounds a bit hard, right? But it is not. You just need to stay tuned to the show where... in the workshop today, representing Ipileng Primary. So please give a big what's up to Mpo and Fatso. Guys, say what's up to the Texas chilling at home.
What's up, guys?
Yep, now Fatso's in studio today because she wrote a letter to us. I mean, one of dozens that we've been receiving from you guys at home. You know what? We just want to say thank you. But now Fatso's not alone. No, she's joined by her friend Mpo, who also goes by the name of Speedy. Now, tell me something. Why do they call you Speedy?
Call me Speedy because of when I play soccer.
You know what? I'm sure you're one of those guys that are fast, right?
No, not really. Because I'm so slow.
Well, I bet you're not as slow when it comes to helping other people, right? Now, thank you to Fatso's letter that she wrote to us over the holidays. The Technobusters have found the next problem that they'll be working on next. Now, this is what Fatso said in a letter. Dear Technobusters, last month I got a baby sister. She is 3 years old. And we all went, huh? Well, it comes across as if this baby sister has been adopted.
My mom and dad got her from the house for orphans where we live.
An orphanage? Now guys, orphans are children that don't have parents.
It's called the Hope Center.
Well, you know what? It's because of sicknesses like AIDS and car accidents, children are left with no parents to take care of them. Now that's where the Hope Center comes in to try and take care of them and try and find them new homes, guys, just like Fatso's.
My new sister was sick, but now she's getting better.
Well, I guess that's why they call it the Hope Center, right? But guys, the Hope Center needs help. But Fatso explains this better in a letter, so I'm gonna let her read it.
I am writing to you because I wish I could help the Hope Center. They are very poor and there are more and more babies that need to come and live there. Sometimes the children get bored, they are sad, there are not enough people to look after them. So they must play on their own, except they've got very few toys and no adventure playgrounds either. The children need to have more fun and laugh more. I hope you can help me help them. Thank you.
So what can we do to help the center?
That's what I want to know.
Me too.
You know what? When I read the letter, I just thought we need to solve this problem. But now tell me something. What is the first step in the technological process?
Investigate the need.
For sure, Fana. So me and the Technobusters decided to investigate the need, which obviously means finding out more about the Hope Center. So one of our Technobusters went down to the library and found this newspaper story from a few months ago.
About the Hope Center?
It says here that they started a program called Miles of Smiles. Can you bring joy with a toy? It also says that 8 orphans lost their parents and have little joy left in their lives.
So what about Miles of Smiles? I went there the other day and there's still no toys.
You know what? We wondered the same thing, which is why we sent one of our Technobusters down to go speak with one of the sisters that runs the Hope Center. Take a look.
When I visited the Hope Center, I couldn't believe just how hard the caregivers work, and they still always manage to smile. I saw very few toys and games around. I asked Sis Agnes about the Miles of Smiles program. She said a few toys came in at first, but then stopped. Miles of Smiles needs someone to run it, who can keep going out asking the community for old toys. But all the caregivers are so busy looking after the babies. Techno?
Well, maybe I can run miles or smiles.
But now what about school? I mean, you won't have time either. Come on, we need to think about another solution, guys.
Try and raise money?
Something that's a little bit more fun. Think down the lines of technology.
We can make the toys ourselves.
BD, you read my mind, Mvala. So I'm sure we'll all agree that after investigation, the Hope Center's need is that they need toys. And the solution, we need to make these toys.
But what toys will we make?
Good question. But you know what? I don't know. But which is why we asked one of our technobuses to round up some of your friends from Ipileng Primary so that they can brainstorm some ideas.
Brainstorm?
Watch, and you'll see.
So guys, the idea we have to brainstorm today is what type of toys we're going to make for the children at the Hope Center.
Shooting rockets and purple chimpanzees.
You can make those?
No. We can make building blocks.
Cutout dolls. I can make those.
And we can make puzzles. Zapping robots and speeding cars.
You can make those too? No.
But it's true. Toys that move are better.
But why can't we just make simple toys that move?
Sure we can.
Like a car.
And toys from wire. You can make them move. I just don't know how.
I also think that the Hope Center is so close to Ipileng Primary. I think we should go and help them.
Yeah, good idea. I think you can start by adopting the orphanage.
Yeah, and make them cool toys.
Toys that move are winning the day. Back to you, Techno.
So, that's a brainstorm.
It is when a group of people come together to share ideas. You know, they rack their brains to come up with a solution. But what did you Texas think it was?
I don't know. Like a plane exploding.
Ew.
My brain. Anyway, so it's simple toys with moving parts. At least now we know what we want to make, but there's still more investigation that can be done. Which is why we asked one of our technobuses to give us a bigger picture, looking at toys from the past.
Hi, Texters. I've been doing some really interesting reading. Toys have been around for as long as there were children looking for something to play with, and that's a long time. But a lot of the toys back then were made by hand, like little clay oxen and other little small toys to play with. But what about toys in Africa now? Clay in most townships is not easily found, so toys are made mainly from wire or they're bought in shops. Wire toys and push toys are really famous in Africa. From Cape Town to Nairobi, Africans have made a fantastic collection of toys. They all have different ways of moving, and some are really detailed. Africans are very creative at recycling materials. Some toys are made from tin cans. Skotokoro cars are very popular, and some of them are quite decorative. They have doors that open and close and fancy steering mechanisms. Some other old toys can be found in museums, like when some South African families found themselves in concentration camps after the war with the British. Their parents made toys for them with wood and anything else that they could find. The guys at Ipileng Primary School are proudly doing something that has been done throughout history, trying to solve the problem of what to do for fun by making their own toys. Wow, technology really rocks. And with that, it's back to the workshop.
Thank you, Techno! Well, as you can see, we are taking our investigation further here at the workshop. Now, this is a toy that was made by a young boy. Now, just look how it moves.
The children at the center will love that.
We can make this too.
Well, with technology, we look at other people's good ideas so that we can better our products. Now, if you investigate this toy properly, we'll be able to make something just like it.
Now that's cool.
Just look at how it moves. Can you see the moving parts? It has a moving system.
What's a system?
Can you see the moving parts? How everything is hooked up to one another to make that happen.
Tim. System. When two or more parts work together
to do the same job.
System.
The job of the system is to make the man look like he's pedaling. Just look how it's all connected together. The wheels can go round. They are connected together by this piece of wire, and they can go round because of these loops right here. Now these loops hold the wheels to the rest of the structure, and the wire joining the wheels is called an axle. An axle needs to go through loops or holes so that it can turn around without coming away from the main part. This axle also has a bent bit in the middle. This is called a crank. This piece is connected to the man's feet to make them go up and down as if he's pedaling. So, this toy has a moving system. It can also be called a mechanical system. Well, it is a system because there are so many parts that are connected together that makes the man look like he's pedaling. Now, this part is the handle. This controls the system.
Control. Making something work the way you want it to. Go faster, slower, stop, or turn.
So it is simple moving toys. Yep, that has been our mission here at Technobusters. Now, Fatu identified a problem. The problem was that the orphans from the Hope Center needed to have a little bit more fun in their lives. We brainstormed and came up with a technological opportunity. Ipilang Primary and the Technobusters were gonna make some toys. But now what else did we come up with?
About systems.
More like moving systems.
When parts are connected together to make a toy move in a special way.
Also the old toys.
Good memories, Speedy! Yeah, well, we looked at toys from our history and our culture, but then lastly we investigated the bicycle toy to see how it moves. So I suggest you Texas go back home, look at your favorite moving toys to come up with ideas on what we can make for the orphans, right?
We can make bicycles, cars, and even a train.
And birds that flaps their wings and stuff.
For sure! So all you Texans at home better stay tuned, because in the next few episodes we'll be investigating into more moving systems. So for myself, the workshop, and the rest of the Technobusters, until next time, bye-bye!